The Chengdu J-20, introduced by China as its premier fifth-generation fighter aircraft, represents one of the most significant advancements in the country's military aviation history. First flown in 2011 and entering service in limited numbers around 2017, the J-20 is positioned as a stealth air superiority fighter, intended to challenge platforms like the American F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II. Despite its sleek design and increasing production numbers, a critical, fact-based analysis reveals several persistent and significant weaknesses that continue to limit the J-20's true effectiveness in modern air combat as of mid-2025. The most well-documented issue surrounding the J-20 has been its engine program. Initially powered by Russian Al-31F engines, originally designed for the Su-27 and other fourth-generation fighters, the J-20 suffered from inadequate thrust, poor fuel efficiency, and an inability to supercruise, fly at supersonic speeds without afterburners, a hallmark of modern fifth-generation fighters. China's domestic WS-10C engine was used as an interim replacement, offering some improvements but still falling short of providing the high thrust-to-weight ratio and reliability necessary for sustained high-performance missions. In 2023, test flights with the long-awaited WS-15 engine marked a milestone. The WS-15 promises supercruise capability, greater fuel efficiency, and better high-altitude performance. However, despite entering limited serial production, this engine is not yet widely deployed in frontline units. Open-source intelligence and defense analysts have reported that the WS-15 continues to face reliability challenges, including issues with overheating and long-term durability. Precision manufacturing and advanced turbine blade materials, areas where China has historically lagged, remain concerns. As of mid-2025, only a small number of J-20s are equipped with the WS-15, while the majority still operate on the less capable WS-10C, which limits their speed, agility, and combat endurance compared to fully mature fifth-generation platforms. In terms of stealth, the J-20 features an angular, low-observable design with internal weapon bays and radar-deflecting surfaces, suggesting attention to radar signature reduction. However, the use of forward canards, small winglets ahead of the main wings, which help with lift and maneuverability, introduces significant radar reflectivity. Experts from Western aerospace communities have consistently pointed out that the canard delta configuration, while advantageous in aerodynamics, compromises the aircraft's radar cross-section from side and rear aspects. This limits its stealth effectiveness in multi-angle engagements, especially when compared to the all-aspect stealth designs of the F-22 and F-35. Another key element of stealth is radar-absorbent materials (RAM). China has made progress in developing RAM coatings, but evidence suggests that their materials are not as advanced or durable as those used by the United States. High-end RAM used in American aircraft involves complex polymer composites and specialized application techniques that reduce radar signature while maintaining structural integrity under harsh environmental conditions. China's ability to mass-produce such advanced materials at scale and maintain their effectiveness over time remains uncertain. Beyond airframe design and engine performance, the J-20's onboard sensors and electronic warfare systems are less proven than those of its Western counterparts. The aircraft is reported to use an AESA, active electronically scanned array, radar and an electro-optical targeting system, EOTS, which are essential for long-range detection, targeting, and engagement. However, China's track record in sensor fusion, integrating multiple data streams from radar, infrared, and electronic support measures into a single tactical picture, is still developing. The F-35, by contrast, fuses inputs from its distributed aperture system (DAS) radar and electronic warfare suite to give pilots unparalleled situational awareness. There is no publicly available evidence that the J-20 possesses a similarly advanced or reliable sensor fusion capability. China also relies heavily on airborne early warning and control (AEW&C) aircraft to support the J-20 during operations, indicating that the platform may not be able to independently maintain wide-area battlespace awareness. In contested environments where satellite and AEW&C data links may be disrupted, this reliance could significantly limit the J-20's effectiveness. The lack of a secure and autonomous battle network integration highlights a broader gap in systems warfare capability. Another critical limitation is the J-20's agility and close-range combat potential. The aircraft is larger than the F-22 or F-35, and relatively heavy, especially when fully fueled and armed. Even with thrust vectoring nozzles planned for future WS-15 variants, the J-20's design is optimized for beyond visual range engagements rather than high-agility dogfighting. Notably, the J-20 lacks an internal cannon, which reduces its options in close combat if missiles miss or cannot be deployed due to rules of engagement. In contrast, both the F-22 and F-35 are equipped with internal guns, providing a last-resort combat capability in close-quarters engagements. Operationally, while China has rapidly expanded its J-20 fleet, estimated at around 200 aircraft by mid-2025, the platform has never been used in actual combat. This lack of combat exposure means there is no data on how the aircraft performs under real-world wartime conditions. Training routines, tactics, and readiness levels are also less transparent than those of countries with combat-experienced air forces. Furthermore, the J-20 has no export customers, meaning it has not benefited from the kinds of allied integration, feedback, or iterative upgrades that the F-35 program has undergone through international collaboration. While the J-20 is a significant milestone for China's military aviation program, its capabilities are still constrained by several critical factors. These include ongoing engine development and deployment issues, aerodynamic trade-offs that reduce stealth from multiple angles, unproven sensor integration and battle management systems, limited agility in close-range combat, and an absence of real-world combat experience. As of 2025, the J-20 remains a strategically important asset for China, but it is not yet a fully mature or combat-validated peer to the most advanced fighters currently fielded by other leading military powers.